Recently, there have been accusations flying around about the dangerous nature of sheep shearing. People have claimed that it is harmful to the animal and that they should be left alone. This simply isn't true. So, what happens if sheep don't get shorn? Left unattended in the hot summer, sheep would still have all their wool attached. This would be like wearing thermal clothing in the sun. The wool would make them sweat, which would attract flies. Warm, sweaty fleeces make an excellent nursery for maggots. Flies would come down, lay their eggs, and within 24 hours, hundreds of them would literally begin eating the sheep alive. It's as ugly as it sounds. Sheep wool grows continuously. It needs to be shorn for the animal's comfort and well-being. There has been a recorded case of a world-famous sheep in New Zealand by the name of Shrek, who hid from his owner for 6 years. Every time the farmer went over in his helicopter to gather the flock, Shrek would hide in a cave, evading detection. When Shrek was eventually found, he could barely move as the wool was weighing him down. The fleece collected from him was so big that it was enough wool to make 20 large suits. Shearing begins with all the flock being gathered into the shed, where one by one the farmer will take the fleece off of them using a shearing machine. The fleece taken from the sheep is wrapped up and placed into wool bags. Once all the sheep have been shorn, a lorry will take wool bags to the nearest wool board. Here the wool is separated and checked into different types depending on the breed and quality. It is sawed, blended, carded, weaved and finally dyed. From here, it is sent out to the manufacturer where it is made into many different products. The properties of wool give it many applications. It is 100% environmentally friendly and renewable. Wool is an extremely good insulator, hence why it is used in clothing and within houses to retain heat. Wool clothing will last a lifetime. It is also fire retardant, ensuring your house won't burn down. Wool is even used within speakers to help with sound and shock absorptions. In many parts of the world, Wales and New Zealand included, shearing is heavily integrated into their communities and way of life. Shearing competitions are run worldwide, with records set for the fastest sheep sheared. The world record currently stands at 37.9 seconds, set in 2016 by Ivan Scott. Before people attempt these world records, however, they have to undergo intense shearing courses to make sure they are very skilled, so each sheep is shorn to the highest standard. Professional shearers are so physically fit that in a test with the New Zealand All Blacks rugby team, only one player was as fit as a pro shearer. With over 30 million sheep, New Zealand generated 1/4 of the world's global output of wool. That's 7 sheep for every man, woman and child in New Zealand. A happy sheep is a shorn sheep.